Property number 2, we found because of sending these letters. We've been sending the landlord letters that we talked to you about earlier since 2016 when we started. And you'll see that we bought this property 4 years later. The impact of those letters and your name being out there, it can come around in lots of different ways that you don't know. This property we bought for £160,000. Very attractive, as you can see. And it was a house that we've also converted into 4. And it's 4 studio flats this time. What you're going to see here is we used an exchange with delayed completion. What that means is we say, okay, we're going to exchange today and we're going to buy this property within 5 years. So at the point of exchange, we don't need the normal deposit of 30%, 25% or whatever. We don't need a mortgage at that point. We just need to pay the lease option fee. And then 5 years, when the property value would have gone up, when we'd have had 5 years of cash flow, we then need to buy the property, which we can do by getting traditional mortgage finance. And at the end, you can either sell the deal on to another investor or you can buy it yourself. You need to be able to get credit. As you're working on yourself and your business, you need to build up your credit profile so that you can buy shit yourself using credit from the banks. It's handy. We were foolish because guess what date we started with this one? February 2020. So it was all happening in the COVID times. And this is it afterwards. Yeah, it was all not happening in the COVID times. So again, there was a lot of problems. Getting all the utilities split between the property, dealing with utility companies, even when you're paying one bill in one house is a nightmare. But when you're getting utilities split, it's more of a nightmare. You've got to get the roads closed. You've got to get council involved. That adds time onto everything. And people have got COVID excuses now. You know, before they had to come up with something original, but now everything, during this period, everything was COVID. Our purchase price here, over 162. And then we've got the refurb and buying costs, £80. That would have been good. £80,000. Then the valuation afterwards, 280. So we're basically washing our face here. We've uplifted 38k. But we get annual rent of 23.4k from this small property that we got because we sent some letters and somebody came to us and said, do you want to do this? We didn't need all that money up front. We have completed on it now. Because when you don't need money, the banks want to give you money. When you need money, the banks don't want to give you money. So because we could get the borrowing at the time, we decided to go ahead and complete.